Well, this is it. Power, Season 3, Episode 1. And breaking down this whole series, I'll recap every episode of this season, and then from there on I'll recap. From now on, I'll just do recaps of the episodes. But let's talk about where we are now. Of course, Season 2 ends with a lot of things being wrapped up. Translation: Lobos was stabbed. Ghost is out of the game. But he's unaware that Lobos has survived. There's a card in his drawer at Truth. And it seems like it's from Lobos. It's a card that Lobos had. And it's kind of on the back of Ghost's mind, even though he's transitioned. He beat Simon Stern, got the club back. So he won against Simon Stern. Now he has 2 more clubs. It's what he wanted. Now he owns 3. And he's looking to grow. And he seems to be happy. He's got Angela. Now he's got to work things out as far as visitation. But he doesn't have to hide. He's with Angela. It's the way he wanted to be. It kind of opens up how Season 1 did. As far as Ghost is on top of the world, he's sitting on top looking at everybody in the club. And it's like a big night, opening night at Truth's. Kanan is not in the picture at this time. As now we know Kanan escaped, but where is Kanan? In Season 1, he didn't appear to Episode 3, and in this episode, there's no mention. There's little mention of Kanan from Season 2. As the story evolves, Tasha kind of believes that Ghost is responsible for the death, even though he told her he sent them away, of Sean. In Episode 1, she finds out that Ghost is telling the truth. That Kanan is the one that killed Sean. And it's how they break it to the kids. The kids are now very much dealing with the fallout between the parents. Meaning that now you're seeing what happens when parents break up and the kids are unaware of any changes for some reason, and the oldest son, he's kind of rejecting this because he feels like he's not being told everything that's happening, so he's acting out because of it. And Angela's trying to get to the bottom of this Lobos investigation. She really wants out, but she's being kept in. And now she doesn't know. She should tell Ghost Lobos is alive because, Lobos, another attempt on his life, could be implementing her and her involvement in the case. And it can jeopardize her position at the office. And if she's found guilty, she'll get the death penalty. So that's what she's very concerned about. Now, Agent Knox, in this episode as well, is still pursuing Angela because he's determined, even though he's suspended, to expose her because he really cares about her, one. And not only that, he wants to prove she's helping Jameson St. Clair, who is Ghost, who he believes 100% is the distributor of, for Lobos. Lobos, at the end of season 2, was telling Tommy he needs to kill Ghost so that the product would, and he'll be the main guy for Lobos. Now, as it starts, Lobos is feeding him partial drugs because he wants Ghost dead. But he runs into a snag because he has to give Tommy the full load now because he needs money. His assets have been frozen, and he needs that drug money immediately. So he needs to get Tommy the product so that Tommy and them can move it on the streets. Now, Tommy is forced to run the entire organization, who hadn't been briefed that Ghost is out. It's just Tommy's in charge. And Tommy wants people to just report to him and shut up, but it's clear that Tommy is dealing with the pressures of running the business himself, and he's making some mistakes early on. Holly's in his life, she's back, and she's trying to sustain what they have, and wants to be a part, wants to help, wants to know what's going on with the operation, and she's just happy it's her and Tommy, because that's all she wants. She don't want Ghost at all to be involved with Tommy on a friendship, no type of basis whatsoever. Now, Ghost is having a kind of a difficult transition with Dre. Dre is a street soldier. That's what he knows, is the streets. And he thought, I'm coming in to take Tommy's place in the drug game and being the number 2 man. That's something he's familiar with. Being the number 2 guy, he can run stuff and learn how the business is ran and take care of some business and make some money. Now, this deal here, dealing with Ghost. Ghost is like the hustle is the nightclub. I'm finna help you put a paycheck in your bank account, and it's gonna be legit. See, that's what he's trying to do for Dre. Dre don't really want that. Dre is trying to transition into hustling, but he's got to remember this is for his daughter. And he's looking like, I want the big money, I want the action. I gotta make money, man. He's like, look, I'm trying to help you get a better life for your daughter. That's what you wanted. Think about her. So this is basically build up for things that's getting ready to come. That it's like basically loose ends, and they gotta tie them back up. Ghost is back at the square one of being out, but being out comes with consequences. You're not fully out yet. You still have loose ends to tie up from season 2, and Ghost moves on to try to do that. Figure out who gave him the card, why he got the card, and what does he do from there. And that's my recap of episode 1 of season 1, or season 3 rather, of Power. Follow the Power playlist. So quite interesting stories on there. Quite sure you learn a lot about a lot of the characters. And I'm out.